Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. We'll see Melbourne taking on Richmond. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And it's Richmond to start out. Let's check Melbourne's starting lineup. They've got Marc Gasol, Marcus Morris at Wiggins, then it's Paul George, and it's Bledsoe in at the 1. First shot, first basket, blocks fast.
Try to prevent Bledsoe from charging inside. More said than done once he sees the lane for the defense.
Merton on wing, Turner. Over Gasol, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet. 1:21 left to play in the first. George passes to Gasol. Outside, George.
Paul George right now one step ahead of his defender, using the old, you know that one, Kev, the pump fake.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's Connaughton. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught Richmond's head coach briefly. There's only so much you can do game planning for Paul George. The coach is just as concerned with PG's defense as he is with his scoring. Tremendously long and disruptive. We know that George is good as they come at the defensive end. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Richmond. And that one is off. Wiggins with some nice D. Out to the right wing. Bledsoe looking around. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe.
Again, floor vision. Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Now here's Morant. Guarded by Bledsoe. Morant. Just 3 on the clock. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Melbourne leads by 3, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And getting going in here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Melbourne is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Stingy, and in that first quarter, they were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gator. It all fueled up for this good ball. And Melbourne looking at who they've got. Shabazz Napier out there with Dion Waiters. Then it's George. Then it's Marvin Williams. And it's Zeller in at the center, locking down the middle.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him. Apparently, neither did the defenders.
Napier passes to Zeller. On the wing, George. Goes up from the top of the key. Yep, that one goes. George has got the lead up to 3 now for Melbourne.
Well, or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
Pass to Brewer. Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Another shot, and no problem for Bradley as he finishes at the rim.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Waiters over Brewer. Waiters no luck. Hides Holiday. Back the lead. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Not being old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Feeling it out a bit. Back to George. Lets it go from deep. Brewer with the rebound. To the wing right side. Alexander Walker passes to Portis. Over Williams. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beat. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Richmond ahead. They lead by 1. We're going to step away brief, but get you right back out here for the start of the third after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Bledsoe. We've got Morant. Turner is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Pascal in at the power forward. Outside, George. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. That one, no good. And Richmond will go the other way with it. And Melbourne, they've got Paul George. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Morris. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Harris against George. Harris looking it over. Paul George with the steal. And for Richmond, they've got Morant is out there with Miles. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. Poses a ton of matchup problems for whom he's facing.
Here's Turner. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. Scoring hit from him. And Turner kicks to Harris. Over Wiggins. Harris misses.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Bledsoe's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
And here's Bledsoe. Wiggins out. The pass to George. Melbourne needs to give a shot here. No good from Bledsoe. We're into the third, and we post one. Richmond leads by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get fourth quarter on. Now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this is a great contest so far, and in the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Melbourne looking at who they've got. Wiggins is out there with Rab. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Napier in at the point guard. It's deflected. Wide open. And that one hits back iron.
Now, you love and pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Towards Wiggins. Lays it up off the glass. Wiggins has got the fourth quarter started here with for Melbourne.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust.
It's teammates or the coaching staff, both combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And that's out of bounds. Richmond will retain possession. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Richmond. Paul George, he's checked in for Melbourne. One of 4 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Morant. Zeller grabs the board. And so George will bring it up for Melbourne. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very allowing no baskets. And he misses the first one. Wanted that one to fall. And Melbourne with some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Zeller. Marcus Morris comes in for Rab, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Shabazz Napier. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it. They trail by 2. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now in a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And the way he made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant his way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Aldridge.
Well, I had to hear what Richmond's coach was going over with his guys. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got to the top, Kevin.
Timeout call decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. It's Aaron fans.
29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Harris. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he's it.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
He's outside. Cut! And he is brought within 2 points.
And Tobias said, I'll take you home.
And Melbourne with possession here. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Drops the first, makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free, no good. A tough break there.
He's just such a blog out there in terms of his mentality. Eric Bledsoe can get assertive. When he does that, it raises the level of play for the entire team.
So a close game. It's Melbourne taking this one. Win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a game like this, simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.